What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. In the last part, we made our way to the Lake of Rage and tried to catch the red Gyarados, although ultimately took itself out. But we still got the red scale, which I'll get into what the red scale can be used for in a little while. But a little disappointed we didn't catch it, but again, didn't really want to use it for the team, and it's really not good for anything besides like a gimmick, for me at least in this playthrough, since I already have a water type. If you're actually aspiring to use that Pokemon, definitely maybe save before you encounter it, because as you can see, even though we had it at really low health with a Status Infliction and using an Ultra Ball, multiple Great Balls and Pokeballs, we were not able to catch it, but it is what it is. We'll move on. We made our way here to the Rocket Hideout here in Mahogany Town, so we did the first battle in the Rocket Hideout, so in today's part we're going to be making our way through the Rocket Hideout. As you saw at the end of the last part, when you step in front of these statues, I'm assuming those are Persians on top. They look like big cats. You step in front of those and it'll spawn 2 trainer battles, I guess. I thought it was just the one, but last time we stepped in front of it and brought out 2 trainers. So anyway, we're making through the Rocket Hideout here. Thank you for that. Great start, great start. I love being put to sleep. It's actually funny because I just woke up from a nap and boy, was it a good nap. Where I think it's called where you fall back, right? Where it gets dark earlier. And it was like, I got home from work at like 4:45, a little before 5-ish. And the sun was already starting to set. And by the time it got to like 5:30 or 6, it was like completely dark out. It just put me out. I got comfy on my bed and I was asleep, but waking up at a decent time not long before Monday Night Football, so hey, got a great plan. Going to record this, watch probably the first half of Monday Night Football, go to the gym, watch the rest of it there, and then call it a night. So not sure if we got any other sports fans that watch this, but if you're into football and happen to be a Cowboys fan, then good luck tonight. If you're Arizona Cardinals fan, good luck as well. If you're a fantasy football owner like myself and you have Trey McBride, let's hope for a big day. Anyway, we took out that first Rocket Grunt. I need Trey McBride to A, get plenty of yards and catches, which he usually does, but also need let's sprinkle in a touchdown there. But anyway, I'm more inclined to talk about football this year because I'm a Colts fan and they're freaking kicking ass. Even though they just put up a stinker yesterday, 6 turnovers and lost to the Steelers, and I hate the Steelers. That was a bit painful, but man, we haven't been this good since the Peyton Manning days, man. Or the Andrew Luck years, we were really good too, but not like this hot of a start. Anyway, I'm talking about football, and we're freaking headbutting a pile of sludge here in Pokemon, so combining the best of both worlds. If you don't give a shit about football, well, that's fine too. Yeah, it's probably not going to be super exciting battles here. I mean, I kind of talked about the level gaps. Like, it's just kind of crazy. It's been a while since I've played this deep into, I don't know what the hell just happened with my headphone there, but it made like a beeping noise, so if any audio was cut, then, you know, whatever. But really, I was just saying, it's been a while since I've played this deep into Pokemon Crystal, and so, like, I didn't really realize how steep, like, well, not steep, but, like, how kind of wonky the levels are at this point in the game. Like, touched on it in, like, Fire Red when we were getting to the 7th, 8th gym. Everyone we were battling, you know, had around level 30 or level 40 Pokemon, but now it's like, we're at a dungeon before the 7th gym, and we're fighting people with level 17, 18 Pokemon, you know, so. Again, it's not that it's groundbreaking, game-breaking or anything. It doesn't ruin anything, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird. I'll take a critical hit headbutt there so we don't gotta get put to sleep again. That was nice. And like, also, we're fighting just the same Pokemon. You know, they got Drowsies, Zubats, and Rattatas. You know, I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm not enjoying it, but like, dang, come on. Let's mix it up. Let's do something. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that is probably why Team Rocket never succeeded. And they were utterly insane, or at least Giovanni, the leader, was, because, again, he sent all of his grunts out with Zubats and Drowsies and Rattatas and, you know, some Grimers and Coughings. And we're like, this is going to be what we need to defeat and take over the world, you know? And you tried it in Kanto, and it didn't work, and you're doing the same thing here in Johto with some new Pokemon. Definition of insanity, man. What was Voss from Far Cry 3 had that memorable monologue about that. I really like the Far Cry games. I played through the first Far Cry game I played was actually Far Cry 4. Played through that, and then Far Cry Primal. I really loved that game. That game was awesome. I played through that multiple times. I did one. There was like a difficulty. It's called like Grounded, or not Grounded, but like, I don't know. But it made so that like you got tired, you had to eat in order to like actually restore health or something. It was really fun, like realistic difficulty setting. You didn't have like a HUD or anything. And then I bought some of the... Oh, I forgot what I can't anymore. I meant to find this out in an earlier part, but can we just drop like... Okay, yeah. There we go. But anyway, as I was saying, I kind of like... At one point I went back and bought like a Far Cry 3 because I never actually played it, and played through that. And when I got to see the Voss Insanity monologue for the first time actually playing the game, that's really cool. Okay. It seems like the first guy has a Drowsy and a Zubat, the second guy has a Zubat, Grimer, and a Rattata. And I disabled Fury Cutter, which is fine. Please wake up. I guess in this time we're just going to do the Rocket Hideout on this. I don't care how short or long it takes. Hopefully shorter, just for the sake of my sanity. But as we're kind of in this, you know, mode of just freaking walking through Drowsies and Zubats, I want to kind of talk about what is maybe next after the Crystal playthrough, as we kind of get towards the end, at least of the Johto main story. So I remember there was a comment, it was either at the start of this playthrough or at the end of Fire Red. I can't remember exactly, but there was someone that commented asking if I'd ever want to play Pokemon Yellow, and I kind of responded saying I'd absolutely be open to a Pokemon Yellow playthrough. So if that's something we want to see, go back to Generation 1, except on the Game Boy Color games. Or we could just keep going, you know, chronologically in the series, and the next, you know, we did Gen 1, granted it was the remix, Gen 1 remix, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Now we're doing Gen 2 with Crystal. Next on the docket, I'm not going to do Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I would play Pokemon Emerald. So, along with that, I've actually also been recording a handful of episodes in advance of another playthrough of a ROM hack. So I'm not going to say which one it is, but I started recording that because it's kind of something new that I wanted to try, to do a playthrough of a ROM hack that I have some familiarity with. It's one that I've played to about the second or third gym in, and so it wasn't like a complete, you know, going in blind situation, but you know, it's one that I have played, 10 to 15% of. So when we get to a certain point, I'll be playing blind. Jeez, the coughing here is higher level than any of the Pokemon we actually face. Okay, we have to fake? Okay. I guess these are ones which you have to actually fight. But yeah, so I have that in the works, and I'll probably start, again, I'm recording maybe the first 5 or 6 episodes-ish ahead of time to get a feel for the game. Because again, since we're going to be playing a big chunk of it blind, I kind of like to know, like, what we're getting into with playing a ROM hack. So I'll start to upload those here probably when we get to the Pokemon League. But then once we complete the Pokemon League, I'll be on to... I know there's the whole Kanto post game in this, and I definitely will do that at some point, but kind of similar to the Fire Red post game. I'm going to kind of put that to the wayside for a little bit. I mean, a little bit for the Fire Red post game has turned into over a year. But I don't really like... And Crystal's a little bit different because the post game has a lot more, meat on the bones as opposed to the Gen 1 games. Because, you go through the entire Kanto region. But yeah, once we get through the Johto Elite Four and, beat the champion, then it's like, alright, we beat the game. Even though there's a big post game section that we get through, I'll kind of put that to the wayside and start a new playthrough. And again, I don't expect a ton of comments, or if at all any, but if there's anyone that has a preference, if they want to see me go back to Pokemon Yellow or keep going chronologically in the series and go to Pokemon Emerald, I'll consider everything. I will say I'm leaning one way. I'm not going to say which way that is because I don't want to sway anyone's opinion. But yeah, just let me know any feedback. But just kind of want to make that open as we get towards the end of this, at least the Johto run. So I guess your options here in the the Rocket Hideout is either go through those trainer battles or take on this Gauntlet of Wild Pokemon. And it looks like, for experience sake, you're getting more from the wild Pokemon. I don't know if you can catch these. I don't know if it'd be a case for, like, throw a Pokeball at it and I don't even know. But I have no desire to use any of those Pokemon, so we'll just keep moving. Let me heal up Heracross. I don't even need to use a potion yet. Switch her back to the front. Whoops. So I hit B instead of A, okay. Jeez! Fat finger in it, okay. I am going to do all the trainer battles just again for, yeah, trap 7 for you. I just went through all of those in case you didn't realize what was going on. 10 feet to your right. 4 Pokemon, okay. Like, at least come at me with Eradicate, man. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I've got no idea what the actual gym leader and gym trainer levels are. Like, what am I to expect? Jasmine had a Pokemon that was level 35. But now we're fighting Pokemon that are 20 levels below that. So, I don't know. It's unique. Unique. Yeah, we get Leaveless Critical. Oh, okay, you just want to do a little bit of damage, right? Good job. Hope you feel good. Four Rattatas, really. And they're all level 16, which is when they would usually evolve into Eradicate. Like, come on, game, at least throw me a bone and give me the evolved forms for more experience. Jeez. Alright. I like how he hopped over the little trap line, and those Pokemon are all defeated. Let me guess, Drowsy, Zubat. Yep. I have no idea if... Honestly, it's been a long time since I played Heart Gold or Soul Silver. So I don't know if the levels are the same in the remakes, or if the teams here for the Rocket Grunts are the same, where everyone just has a freaking Drowsy and Zubat. Now, I'll give some of these older games a pass. Obviously, this was, what, second generation, but it was like the deluxe version, essentially. That's kind of what I chalked, like, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum down to. They're like deluxe versions, almost, of their respective generations. But, like, geez, this is just... I know it's older games, it's just kind of poor game design right here. Like, they all have the same team, they're all the same levels. I don't know. I'm not going to nitpick a game that came out in 2001 or 2002, whatever it was, too much. And I'm really only complaining because I'm going through it. But, I don't know. There we go. I don't think we have a ton more, because again, you kind of have two options of a path there. You can either go a short way with less trainer battles, but you have the wild Pokemon, or you can go the long way with more trainer battles. Well, honestly, I don't even know which one's shorter or longer, but you have two options. We're just clearing both for the sake of, you know, clearing everything out and getting experience. And also, I guess it shows you what both paths are, in case you want to take just one of the two. But there is a point when you get here. Yes, I know the security cams are in the fucking statues. I put that together a long time ago. Kind of. Alright. Just bunch of Ninja Hideout. Our traps can find Ninja Hideout. Ninja Hideout even in 2002? Whatever, Jed. Okay, I was anticipating you have electric types. That's why I switched out to Quilava. I don't know when Quilava learns a better fire type move, but I hope it's soon, because like I know we're one hit KOing, but it's like 8 levels under us. Like Ember is an okay move, but at a certain point in the game, when can we get like Flamethrower? Was Flame Wheel a thing in Gen 2? I want to say it was. I feel like there's a Flame Wheel animation I remember, and that was from Gen 2 again. Where is Flamethrower? If I had to guess, Quilava evolves at level 36, so it's probably going to be when we get to level 36. That'd be my guess. Alright. So now that you defeat that scientist, what you want to do, if you don't want to keep encountering all these guard spec, I'm pretty sure that just protects from critical hits. Okay, so now we just turned off all the cameras so we can walk in front of those statues and it won't trigger Rocket Grunts to come run at us. So now, obviously we've taken those out, but as you'll see, seriously, I thought we were done with this, but okay, whatever. I do like how on this, when you try to run it, it says can't escape. It doesn't eat up a turn. I think that changed in like Gen 3, where if you try to run and you can't escape from Pokemon, it acts as a turn. There we go. Okay, well there's Lance. You alright? Pokemon are hurt and tired. Alright, well I'm actually not really hurt and tired. I'm in pretty much blowing through this whole thing. Alright, do you at least have some... You drop low fast, jeez. Do you at least have some freaking higher level Pokemon? Venonat, okay, good thing I have Quilava out front. Venonat is, nope, not higher level, but... At least we're getting some new Pokemon here. But, just like the rest, they're one-hit KO. Just meat shields, cannon fodder, another Venonat. Alright, what the hell is going on? My, like, headset's, like, bugging. It keeps, like, cutting audio in and out. Hopefully it's not affecting anything on this, but... Guess I'll find that out when I'm done. What you gotta say? I mean, I know I could have just walked around them, but... Let's tell the password only Team Rocket knows. Wonder who knows that password. You only have one Pokemon. That's awesome. And it's in a... What the hell is this? I mean, I know it's only level 18, but still. We're making progress here. Okay, there we go. Yes, you lost. If you really should not sound too surprised there, buddy. Okay. Him having a gold bat kind of reminded me to switch Magnemite up front. Oh, do you know the password? No, whatever. I'm guessing we have to talk to another scientist. Takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. These passwords are only to a few rockets. That rocket there very graciously told me so. Go get the passwords. Okay. What's the password? Do I know the password? Maybe. I know weak links to get it. Going to get it. Alright, Atkins. We're starting to get some new Pokemon. After this, I'm going to cut the recording for a little bit just to kind of go back and make sure none of my audio is fucked up before we finish the Rocket Hideout. I mean, honestly, even if it is, it's not the end of the world, because then I can just kind of fast forward through like some of the trainer battles, because they weren't pretty monotonous, I'm not going to lie. And I apologize for that. Not the most exciting gameplay when we're just crushing everything. But look at this, we're at least getting into some newer, unique Pokemon, right? Well, ones that put us to sleep, so I don't appreciate that. Go Pidgeotto. It's not going to use the Status Inflicting move because it can't put more than 2 Status Inflictions at once, so it's going to do like 2 damage with Absorb. Hey, called it right on the money. We're going to hit it with Gust, and it should knock it out. We'll get the password. I'll cut away for a second. Make sure everything's still working properly. I don't know why it keeps cutting out on me, but we'll see. Alright, stop. I'll tell you. Okay. What is it? Password. The boss room is Slowpoke Tail, but it's useless unless you have 2 passwords. Yeah, Lance said he had the other one. Okay. Alright, so I'll cut away real quick. We got the password. I'll probably do some of these other trainer battles off camera. Just that's not just endless rocket underlevel trainers. So I'll be back in a second.